Hi dear students, welcome back to the class. Last video we are discussed about structure of atom. You know about atom. Atom is the very tiniest particle of a matter. First you know that we said what we are not able to bicycle this atom. After the 21st century we discussed about this, the smallest or very tiniest particle of a matter. When this atom we discovered that time, it said what it cannot able to what divide. In 20th century, we discussed about what this atom is also having the subatomic particles. That is what? Electron, proton and neutron. Electron is the first subatomic particle and the proton is the second subatomic particle and the neutron, that is what? Third subatomic particle. And this proton and neutron, these both having what? Equal mass. That is also we know it. And all these subatomic particles also having the charges. Electron having negative charge and the proton having positive charge and the neutron, that is neutral, which means there is no charge. And also knows that what this electron and the proton, these both having what? Charges. These charges, electron having negative one and this proton having positive one. These equal and opposite charges. Okay? Yes. Now we are going to discuss about the Rutherford's atomic structure. What? Rutherford's atomic structure. You know that after Rutherford experiment, which experiment he done? Alpha scattering experiment. In 1911, Rutherford described the atom as what? Tiny, dense and positively charged nucleus. Positively charged. So the center of the atom, that's a core having what? The nucleus, and this nucleus is what? This positively charged subatomic particle, that's our core. Okay. Rutherford established that of an atom that is concentrated in where? Center, which means that is in the nucleus. And the light charged one means what? That is electron, that is what revolve around the nucleus. Okay. He established like this. Okay. Rutherford atomic theory. Rutherford atomic theory, that said what? It's a arrangement of an subatomic particles in the atomic structure. So just think about in case of, you know about this atomic structure, I guess you already discussed, you learned in chemistry also. So this orbit, you know it. In case, okay. Potassium, what is the atomic number of potassium? That is 90. So in case of Rutherford, he arranged how you know that. See, the center of the core of the atom, that is what? Nucleus. So that is what? Proton and neutron. And this having what? Mass. And you know it. Potassium, that's having 90, that is the atomic number. So first shell, you know that in our atomic structure, there are the different orbits are there. So what are the orbits means? You know it. What are the names? K, L, M, N, O. And K shell accommodate how much electrons? 2 electrons. And L shell 8. M shell, that is 18. And N shell, that is 32. And O shell, that is 50 electrons can accommodate. Okay. So here it's only the 19. So the second shell we accommodate only the 2. That means 2 electrons. Okay. The first shell, that's K, that's having what? 2 electrons. And the second shell accumulating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Okay. Second shell, which means that L shell, that we are accumulating what? 8 electrons. Okay. And the next one, M shell. M shell is also we can accommodate how much electrons? 8 electrons, because for this total atomic number, that's 19 only. So here we are accommodating how much electrons? 8 electrons. Okay. And one more remaining, that we are accommodating the outermost shell. That outermost shell, that's name is what? That means in this case, that is N. that's also we are accommodating 1 electron. So total 19 over. So like this format, Rutherford arranged the word subatomic particles in atom as atomic structure. Okay, clear? Okay, and few important points is also discussed about this atomic structure. Okay. So dear students, the important points what we discussed about this atomic structure, Rutherford atomic structure. See, an atom consists of 3 subatomic particles, that's neutron, proton and electrons. Okay, an atom consists of 3 subatomic particles, that is what? Neutron, proton and electrons. Is it clear? Second one, neutron. Neutron, there is no charge. Neutron was no charge. Neutron mass that is equal to the mass of proton. Okay, neutron mass that is equal to the mass of proton. You saw that the more mass, the one massed subatomic particles that is placed where the core of the atom. Core of the atom. So neutron and proton is both having what? Equal mass. So this proton that's having what? Proton that's having what? Positive charge. Proton that's having what? Positive charge. And this mass almost equal to the mass of one hydrogen atom. Is it clear? Okay. And the next one. Electron having what? Negative charge. Okay. And this mass that's 1 upon 1837 times of one hydrogen atom. Okay. So this is what the subatomic particles, mass and their charges. Is it clear? Okay. And the third point that is what? It knows that is the central core of an atom, that is what? Proton and neutron. These are the central core of an atom. Why they have the central core of atom? Because they have the mass, that means equal mass. Proton and neutron, these are the central core of an atom. So this we call as what? Nucleus. This we call as what? Nucleus. The central core of an atom that we call as what? Nucleus. Okay. And these proton and neutron, these have what? A strong electrostatic force of attraction. So this proton and neutron, these both having what? Strong attractive force. So this we call as what? This we call as what? Nuclear force. So this we call as what? Nuclear force. Once again, see, proton and neutron, these are the central core of an atom. Okay, and these central core of an atom, so that is called as what? Nucleus. That is called as what? Nucleus. So this proton and neutron, these having what? The strong attractive force. So strong attractive force. So that force we call as what? Nuclear force. So did you understand what is this nuclear force? Nuclear force is what? The proton and neutron is having what? The strong attractive force. That force we call as what? Nuclear force. Is it clear? Okay. Fourth point. Electrons that revolve around. Electrons that revolve around the revolve around the nucleus. Electrons are that revolve around the nucleus. You know that the electrons are very less charge. That's why they are just revolve around the nucleus. Which one have the more mass? They have the attractive force. So because of this, they are revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so just like I said about in our solar system, you know that sun is a nucleus. Okay, and all other planets that revolve around the nucleus, that is sun. Okay, so this we call as what? Planetary model of the atom. Planetary model of the atom. Okay, so this we call as what? Planetary model of the planetary model of the atom. See, once again, you know that the electrons that revolve around the nucleus, like our sun and the planets. You know that, just think about, sun is our nucleus and other all planets are our electrons. Okay, so the all planets are revolve around the nucleus from its orbit. Okay, its own orbit. All the planets are revolved around the sun. It's on orbit. Okay. So this model we call as what? Planetary model of the atom. What is it? Planetary model of the atom. Is it clear? We are going to discussing about bound electrons. What is this bound electrons? Bound electrons means we already saw that these arrangements of molecules in an atom. So see here in this atom structure, you can able to show here it is 8 electrons. No? Here there is how much? 8 electrons you can able to show here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And the second is also having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And so see here these two electrons are close near to the, it's near no? These two electrons are near no? So these two electrons having the bond, these two electrons are close near to the nucleus. These two electrons are close near to the nucleus. So these having bond, these held strongly to the attractive force and strongly by the electric pull of proton. See these two electrons, okay, these two electrons are close near to the what? Nucleus. Okay, so these having got these strongly held because of the electric pull of proton. Because of the electric pull of proton. So these electrons we call as what? Bound electrons. What? Bound electrons. So these electrons we call as what? Bound electrons. We understand? Once again, see these two electrons are just close to the word proton. Okay, so these two electrodes having got strong electric pull, which means this having strong attractive force because of the electric pull of proton. Okay, so that electrons we call as what? Bound electrons. Is it clear? Okay, and the next thing, free electrons. The outermost shell, how much electrons you can able to see? These are not near the nucleus. So they are what? Free electrons. They don't have more attractive, that means attractive force. These having very little attractive force. These having very less attractive force. Do you understand this free electrons and bound electrons? As the atom of a normal element is what? Electrically neutral. The number of proton in an atom that is equal to what? Number of electron. Is it clear? Once again, as the atom, what? The atom is a normal element. Okay, it's a neutral. It's a what? Neutral. So this number of proton and number of electrons, both is what? Equal in number. Is it clear? So this is only what? Rutherford atomic structure. I hope all of you understood this topic. Okay, thank you.